Today, we're talking about how one man is in jail because of a drawing. Now, this is something that I've talked about briefly in the past, and something that many other people might have talked about, and myself included into this. Many people were wrong. There's a lot of things that were assumed about this auto keycard situation that you might have seen on the internet, that I might have talked about, other popular creators might have talked about. And it seems like the situation is kind of misunderstood. And today I want to talk about some of the information that we've gotten in the past, how it was wrong, what's going on, and how we can help this person who is currently in jail because of a drawing on a piece of metal. Before we get going though, I want to say thank you to the sponsor of this channel, shallnotcomply.com. They handle all my merch. Great people. Johnny, Emily, awesome. They're shipping super fast. We got a couple designs. We got some new patches on the way. New shirt designs always in the work. We're kind of slowly working on getting some things out. If you're interested in that, use the link down below. Anything you buy on the website after using my link will support me. So let's talk about the auto keycard and what's really going on. We're going to have to kind of talk about a lot of background information. The moral of the story is currently the government has someone arrested and in jail still without the possibility of bail because of a drawing that looks like and is dimensionally correct for a drop-in auto sear or lightning link. The common phrase around it, lightning link, full auto machine gun conversion kit, that kind of thing, I'm going to use those kind of interchangeably to discuss the illegal product that he is being arrested for, even though the product that he was manufacturing, selling, and in possession of is not in any way a machine gun, a lightning link, or some sort of conversion kit to a machine gun. All it is a piece of metal with a drawing on it. We're going to kind of talk about it. I'm going to hold that L on this one. I don't know, is this backwards or forwards? I can't tell if it's flipping it. Whatever. I'm going to hold the L on that one because this is something that I've been wrong about in the past. Several months ago, I don't even know exactly when because the Instagram account is no longer there, I was followed on Instagram by an account called Auto Keycard. And to me, I immediately saw this and thought, this sounds like some sort of Fed trap. Not today, ATF, not today. Because in the past, I've seen a product that looks similar to the one I'm showing here, but it looked a little bit something like this, where the drop-in lightning link product was almost completely machined out, and all you had to do was just push through those four little tabs holding it together, and you had yourself a lightning link. That's what I assumed this was, because I just saw an Instagram ad, and I said, that looks sketchy as fuck. There's no way that isn't a Fed trap. The short of it is, it wasn't. What it was a piece of metal with a dimensionally correct drawing of a auto sear that the person, Christopher J. Irving, who designed it and made it and manufactured these things, has only ever referred to them as art, sold them as art, has not in any way ever been in possession of one of these things converted into a machine gun. He had no intention, no actual evidence of him ever being in possession of anything illegal. This is where it kind of gets a little tricky. Myself, in the past, I've kind of thought that these things, I thought the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. I looked at these things and I said, I bet the ATF's going to kill somebody's dog over this. Regardless of whether or not I agree with the law, I absolutely don't agree with these laws, but I understand the risk that non-compliance or, sticking your nose at the ATF, I understand the risk that comes with existing in that sort of sphere. We've seen this kind of thing with these solvent traps, and this was kind of, in my mind, I thought it was pushing it a little bit too far. Because what I thought it was actually deeply engraved to the point where you would just have to maybe take a little Dremel tool and just pop it out in 5 minutes. That's kind of what I thought it was, because the photos, to me, that's what it looked like. And I was wrong about that. All this is a piece of metal that happens to have a dimensionally correct piece of artwork in the shape of a machine gun conversion kit, like a lightning link. Now, if I had a piece of paper and I put that in the shape of a lightning link, is that a lightning link? Is that a machine gun? Probably not. If I put that piece of paper on a piece of metal, is that a lightning link? I don't know. Probably still not. I'm not a lawyer, though. This isn't legal advice. Christopher is currently in jail. What gets worse is the fact that he was not allowed bail because the government and the state has determined that he is dangerous. Let's keep in mind, however, when they did that raid and when they searched his property, they did not find a single, not one, actual auto key card that was actually cut into the pattern of a machine gun. They did not find, let me reiterate that, they did not find a single lightning link. They did not find a single actually cut out piece of metal that would convert a firearm to full auto. They had no record of him ever being in possession of one. They had no record of him selling one. What they are saying is that this piece of metal that I am showing you on screen with a cutout on it is in itself as illegal as being in possession of a full auto machine gun, like a minigun. This guy could have gotten a Toyota Hilux and strapped a Browning M2 belt-fed machine gun onto the top of it and been in just as much trouble as having one of these cards. Now, I don't know the specifics on how many that he was in possession of these cards that, let me be clear, are not machine guns. If he had, let's say, 50 of those in his house, the government is currently saying that it is just as much of a crime as him having 50 Toyota Hilux with Browning M2 machine guns mounted to the back of it. Whether you think that him selling these products was a good idea, whether you think that it was something that is smart to do, kind of irrelevant. And I'm going to take the L, like I said, on my initial judgments of this guy. I spoke to Matt LaRose. I'm sorry, man, I can't pronounce her name. I spoke to Matt from Firearms Policy Coalition, Fudbusters, all the places you might know him. Matt, great guy, excellent lawyer. Matt has reached out to Christopher J. Irving and his public defender, who has gotten him in quite the situation with being unable to get bail and unable to actually reach out to the outside world. Matt has reached out to him. Maybe there might be in the future some sort of involvement with them together. Now, this leads me to the GoFundMe. This GoFundMe is in no way started by myself, Jared from Guns and Gadgets. We're not related to it directly in any way, but this is a legitimate GoFundMe for Christopher Irving. I've spoken with Matt, and he said, yes, this is in fact the official one that is going to be helping him get these lawyers, bail, and expert witnesses. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why does he need this huge goal of money? Why does he need this money? Well, expert witnesses are expensive. Lawyers are expensive. Bail is expensive. And unfortunately, the government took everything from this man. The government decided that a piece of metal with a drawing on it that isn't actually engraved, it's something like just barely even marking the surface, that in itself is a machine gun. Christopher is not taking a plea agreement. He is not taking a plea deal because he is not and was never in possession of a machine gun. And he's fighting the good fight. Could this have some sort of potential down the road to affect government legislation over inanimate objects that aren't what the government is saying they are? Maybe. I don't know. But at the end of the day, someone who's actually a nice guy, someone who apparently is actually a smart person and a good person, is now in jail. Life is ruined because the government decided that he was in possession of machine guns when he wasn't, isn't, and has never been. I don't know. I don't think that's right. I want to be supporting the GoFundMe, and if you have the financial means to do so, please do so. If you are maybe, for example, one of the people that support me through Subscribestar and you cannot justify doing both in the same month or anything like that, feel free to unsubscribe from me on Subscribestar and support Christopher's cause, because honestly, that's a better cause than me having a YouTube channel. Let me know what you think down below. Were you wrong about this like I was? I'd love to hear it. If you have more information, feel free to drop a comment down below. If you have any sort of comment in general, thing that you think, do you think this was a good idea for this person to do it, bad idea, whatever it is, if you have any information or just something you want to share with me, drop a comment down below and let's have that discussion. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace.